Thank you. Just elaborating briefly on what Chief Peer just said. When I started on council in 2023, I called 911 probably 2 months into the job, and I waited 6 minutes on hold. And thankfully, at that moment, I was a witness to an accident. But I would hear stories from every corner of the district of how, in my moment of emergency, I had to wait on hold. 2023 is a very different time in this city hall than it is today in 2026. I repeatedly asked various staff members, department members, why are these times so low? Why do we have 20 vacancies in OPD dispatchers? And the answer seemed to be, well, no one just wants to apply to these jobs. And that seemed patently untrue. So I worked collaboratively with City Administrator Justin Johnson to dig for the truth and recognize where in the past the city had messed up. So in late 2023, we produced a report that showed the honest truth, which was for one entire year, from May 2022 to May 2023, the city missed out on 1,000 applications for these 911 dispatchers. And I was getting messages from people directly who applied to these jobs and said they'd never heard back from the city, they were never interviewed. There were 1,000 applicants that we missed out on. And here's the silver lining. In 1 month from when we came out with this report, I filed public records requests. We did a lot of work to identify the problem and the failure that had happened in the HR processes. The number of vacant dispatchers went from 20 to 3. And that number has hovered a little around 3 in the past 2 years, but there's a glaring difference in our 911 dispatch response times from 2 years ago compared to today. Now, once you hire a dispatcher, there's an amount of training you have to do. You have to wait 6 to 9 months to realize the effectiveness of that hire. And I think we're starting to see those results today, as Chief Beer said. In addition, of course, councils have approved 2 different resolutions last year that speak to improvements in technology in OPD's record management system, as well as the CAD system, and a couple of other things that I think are going to continue to drastically improve on that measure. But on a more positive note on those 911 dispatchers, I think that OPD is doing an excellent job maintaining that level of recruitment. There are naturally retention issues. There's people that leave, there's people that retire, there's people that move. But compared to 2 years ago when we had 20 vacancies, 2.5 years ago we had 20 vacancies, now hovering between 3 and 6 vacancies, I think is a sign that we're moving in the right direction forward and that we're going to continue to improve those responses and reduce the number of vacancies.